Okay, very happy to be joined by Claire Lopez, who is back April 4th for her Invicta debut, Invicta 61 in Oklahoma, where she faces Taynara Silva. It's been a while since we've talked, Claire. How have you been?
I'm good. I'm good. A lot happened since the last time we talked. I don't remember
Yeah.
when was the last time, but yeah, a lot happened.
I think it was after your first fight in Ryzen. I think that was the last time we spoke.
The last fight, so it was February 2024. Yeah, so it's more than a year. Then I was meant to
Yeah.
fight on Combat Global for in June 2024. Then I had my injury, surgery, and now I'm back. So yeah, I'm happy to be back. I'm really happy, feeling good.
Yeah, you broke up a little bit when you were saying that, but I was gonna say it has been a year since we've seen you in the cage. Yeah, you mentioned obviously a surgery there, but I didn't get it in full, so just go again. What has been going on there?
Sorry, say again.
You broke up a little bit as you were saying that, just talking about the last year. Obviously, I was gonna say that the last time we spoke, or the last time we saw you in the cage was February of last year.
Yeah.
You mentioned there an injury. Just go on again about that, and because they broke up a little bit.
Yeah, so when I was after, yeah, I had a training camp in May June for a fight on Combat Global, but the girl that she pulled out a week before, so the fight never happened. So then after that, I decided to go in Japan for holidays and training. I wanted to train with my last opponent on Rising, Saori. So she won the fight, but we became friends after the fights, because she's a really good girl, and we start talking, and she invited me to train with them in the team in Japan. So in last summer, I went to Japan to train. It was really good, but when I came back in France, I started feeling like a big pain in my knee, and I checked, and it was the meniscus again. So I had to do another surgery, and yeah, it's been I think I stay 4 5 months off the mat after the surgery, and I came back in January. So yeah, it's been maybe 3 months. I'm back in the gym, but yeah, but now I feel stronger than before. I feel really good. So
Perfect. That's good to hear. And
yeah.
then obviously we're now at the point where we've got this fight scheduled with Invicta, your debut with Invicta. So how did this one come about for you?
So I was talking to my manager in January, and I say I would like to fight in April. I didn't had any news from Rising. They say, yeah, maybe we can have a fight, but maybe for this summer, July, and it was too far for me. I wanted to come back in April. So I know that Invicta has talked to me for a long time. They wanted me to fight for them, but as I was with Combat, it was hard to break the contract. So then I talked to them this year, and I say, okay, if you still want me to fight for you, I'm here. I'll be ready in April. And then they came back to me a few days after, and they say, okay, we have a fight for you for Invicta 61. What do you think about that? And I was like, yeah, cool, perfect. I'm really happy to sign with you. So yeah, that's how it happened.
Contractually, are you just with Invicta now, or is there still Ryzen Combate in the background?
So Combate released me in October, I think, because I asked them to release me because I didn't fight for 2 years. My last fight for them was in 2022. And so I'm a free agent now, and Invicta told me that okay, we're gonna do one fight, and if you feel good with us, if you like Invicta, you can sign a multi fight after. We see, we talk about this after, but right now you can just see if you like to fight for us or not. So I'm happy. I'm just gonna do one fight first, see how it goes, and we see what's coming after this fight. Yeah.
Yeah, of course, because in between that you had the GFL thing as well.
Mm.
You were part of the draft pool, obviously, unfortunately not drafted in the end. How did that come about for you? And obviously now that's all been and gone, what are your thoughts on the league over there, the whole process from what you saw?
So Yeah, I was really excited to go to sign with GFL and fight for them. I'm not gonna lie, and it was mainly because of the money. They they offer good money, and I think it's really good for fighters. And the morning after the draft, in the morning when I saw that I was not in the draft, in the promotion, I was feeling really really bad. Like I was 99% sure that I would be drafted, because of in the team England. And yeah, at the end I was like, okay, it is what it is. You can't do anything. Now I have to move. I have to move, and I have to find something because I can't stay like that. I need to fight. I need to make money. It's been a long time now. So I text my manager and I say, talk to Rising, talk to Invicta, talk to anyone. We need to find something because this is not going to happen. So let's move on something different. And yeah, that's it. But yeah, it was. I was disappointed about GFL, but yeah, they signed like 400 fighters. So you're not gonna be. Maybe you're not gonna be in the promotion at the end. But yeah, I believe that I could be chosen for the England team. Yeah, London team.
Right, and that's interesting. And it is, you're not the first fighter that I've spoken to that's kind of been like they were expecting to get drafted, and then they weren't, and then, the disappointment that comes with that. Um, when you're signing so many fighters, obviously, I mean, maybe I don't know what it says on the contract, right? But like maybe a lot of fighters were expecting to get chosen, some,
Mm.
it's kind of in a way setting people up for disappointment a little bit. Is that what it feels like now?
Yeah, and also because the manager and the coach of the team, London, uh, they say to me and to my coach, they say, oh, try talk to Claire and say that she should sign for the GFL because she's one of the best item weight in the world. So if she's in the draft, we're gonna choose her. uh, and at the end they say it's not us, it's the promotion choose the fighter at the end. It's not really the manager and the coach. The manager and the coach is more for after, I think, for the team, but at the end they didn't choose the fighter for the team. So I think it looks like everything was already planned. They already know who they will sign. And yeah, I'm like, some people told me that it's maybe better like that. Even my manager said maybe it's better like that because we never know this. Maybe this is not a good thing that being in GFL. We never know. So yeah, at the end, I'm happy with my. It's what happened. It is what it is.
Right, and then obviously if you got GFL, you wouldn't have gotten this chance with Invicta,
Yeah,
which, like you
sure.
say, is something that you've kind of been talking about with them for a while. And I mean, it is the biggest women's only promotion in the world. It is a huge stage for women in the sport, especially now in the US. They've got the CBS deal. They're really making a resurgence. Moving on to the fight, Taynara Silva is the opponent this time out. Firstly, what do you know about her? Because I mean, all of her fights are on the Brazilian regional scene. I see your face there. All of her fights are on the Brazilian regional scene. She hasn't fought since 2022. So I guess, I mean, especially compared to the girls you've been fighting in Ryzen, where you're fighting some of the best atomweights in the world.
Mm.
There's really not a lot to go on, and the preparation has been a bit tricky for this one.
Yeah, so I tried to see if I can find some video of her, but I didn't find any video. Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe one, but it was a fight in like what 20 seconds, and the opponent was like, she didn't even know what she was doing in the cage. She was doing absolutely nothing. Both fighter looks really bad on the fight, so you can't even say, okay, I'm gonna do this game plan. I think for me, and what my coach said, she's just another girl. She's not as good as your last opponent, like Seika, Saori, Rena, even Camila. I mean, you fought really good fighters even on strawweight, Danny McCormack. So they say you have to respect everyone, you have to respect every opponent, but this girl is not your level. So you just do your things, you just do your game. You come and you know what you have to do. You have to smash her, to take her down, to submit, take her, out. You can do anything. So I'm good. I'm pretty good everywhere. I'm not the best in jiu-jitsu. I'm not the best in boxing, but I'm good. for MMA. So I'm just coming to do my game, to do what I like to do, and that's it. And I'll see how she is, but I'm not really worried about my opponent actually. Yeah, she's just another fighter.
Yeah, I mean, it's times like this where you all you can do is just focus on yourself. You
Yeah,
focus on what
exactly.
you can
Yeah.
do, what you can improve about yourself. Obviously, it's been a year since you've been in the cage. There's a lot of time there to work on your own game. I know you've had your injuries in there as well, but what is going to be different about the Claire Lopez that steps into the cage next week versus the Claire
I think
Lopez last year?
I'll say obviously I improved a lot in my technique, like in grappling and everything, boxing, but mainly it's my mindset. It's like after my surgery, when you wake up after the surgery, it's like a restart. That's exactly what I was talking with one of my teammates right now. It's like a new chapter. You have two options. One, you can say, okay, I'm too old, I have too many injuries, it's gonna be hard. You can be negative like that, or you can be like, okay, new chapter, new goal. I'm coming back, and let's go. I'm not too old for this game. I'm feeling good. Injuries happen. It's like that, but now I think my mind is stronger than before. I've always been strong mentally, but after Seika, after the title fight on Rising, it was really bad for me to lose in 70 seconds. That was really, really hard for me. And I think like I was, had like a lack of confidence a little bit on myself. But right now, I have like the conviction that I'm okay. I'm a great fighter. I'm one of the best. I'm in the top 15 in the world in my division. And I know I'm even better than before. So I'm more confident, and yeah, I think it's my mindset is really, really better. So that's the main things for this fight. I'm coming stronger.
Right, and in saying that, I know you said that Invicta is just a one fight deal for now. I'm sure if the opportunity is right, you'd love to extend that. So in which case, how quickly do you see yourself getting to the top of the division in Invicta? Obviously, we have a title fight on this card as well with Lily Verheya and Ana Palacios. How soon, providing that you sign a new deal with Invicta to stay for longer, how soon do you think it's possible that you could be contending with fighters like that for the Invicta Gold?
To be honest, I don't really know because it depends of the promotion. They decide who they want to put on the title fight. But you see, Ana Palacio is fighting for the title fight, for the belt, and I was meant to fight her on Combate for the belt, and I've been calling her out for 2 years, and she avoided me for 2 years. Like every time she had like injury or personal problem, or she wanted to fight someone else. So I'm like, okay, now we're in the same promotion. So maybe if she loses this fight, if she can't get the belt, uh, and I win one or two fight, maybe I can go to the top and fight for the belt this year if I sign with Invicta. So I think, yeah, we'll see, because it doesn't depend just on me, but if Ana Palacio has a chance to fight for the belt, I might have a chance to fight for the belt soon.
Mhm. So you're hoping she loses rather than becomes the champion, so then
No,
you can go and
if
take it
she
from there.
if she have the belt, it's even better, because one day I'll get the chance to fight for the belt, and she couldn't say no. Like, if you have the belt, you have to accept everyone.
Yeah, of course. We see you there at the gym now. Whenever I end up speaking to guys from GB Top Team, we always end up talking about the group because it is such a strong group at the gym, and
Yeah.
you've got to be on such a high right now with Nathaniel, Lon last weekend, and Nick at Cage Warriors as well. What's the vibe like at GB Top
Oh,
Team right now?
oh, sorry. I can't see you. Oh, that's fine.
Oh,
The video was cut for a second.
all right.
Sorry.
So as I was saying, obviously, whenever I speak to guys at GB Top Team, we always end up talking about the group because it is such a strong group down at the gym. Um, we saw Lon, we saw Nathaniel last week, we saw Nick at Cage Warriors as well.
Yeah.
What's the vibe like at GB Top Team right now? Because it's got to be pretty high.
Yeah, so we have a lot of win last weekend, and I think it's good for everyone, because eh, when you see like 5, 6 fighters winning on big show, UFC, Cage Warrior, and it's not just a win. It's they have like knockouts, big wins. That was big fights. And it's good for the team because it gave us like motivation, but also inspiration. When I saw Nathan fight, that inspired me a lot. Like I was, wow, that's technical fight, really, really, really great fight. I enjoy watching his fight, and I'm like, okay, that's good because I'm fighting in 10 days next week,
Yeah.
and that's good to see your teammates winning like that just before you fight. It's not pressure. It's not pressure on your shoulder. It's motivation. It's like, okay, everyone is in a good mood now, and yeah, just let move forward like that with this winning.
Yeah, you mentioned Nathaniel there. I got to ask for the scoop. Has he told you what the new nickname is going to be yet?
uh no, I don't know. I heard about something, but was it?
He announced that he's going to be changing his nickname. He's no longer going to
Yeah,
be the
but I don't
Bossman.
know what is it. I don't know. But yeah, he's not a prospect anymore. He's not a
Right,
prospect
exactly.
at all.
He's a contender. He's right outside the top 15.
Yeah. No, he's honestly he's very good. And I think French people, because I'm French, so I know what they say. French people was underestimate um Nathan. They were like, oh, it's gonna be a hard fight, but not like the last opponent. Morgan Shire was Shippe, something like that. Yeah, they say that it would be hard. It would be too. It wouldn't be too hard, but I think Nathan is a really really good striker, really good grappler, and I knew that Morgan Shire couldn't win this fight because it was really a hard fight for him. So yeah, I'm really happy with this fight, with the decision.
Morgan's a huge star in France, though, isn't he?
He's
Obviously,
he's
even him.
huge. Yeah, he has a lot of fun. Yeah, he has a big fan base, but he's more like he's a good fighter. He has a good mindset in fight, but I think he's more like I don't want to say a brawler, but he's not really. He doesn't have this fight IQ. Not the same like Wood. Uh, if he touch you, yeah, it can be dangerous. But first round maybe it can be dangerous, and then second and third round, it start gassing out. Nathan has a good cardio, so if the fight is 3, 4, 5 rounds, it's gonna get better every round, and that's the difference. And he has a good fight IQ, really, really smart in the fight.
While we're talking about the gym, I want to talk about someone that I'm sure you've trained with a lot. She had her debut with Combate in the main event, beat Marita Sanchez in the main event. Of course, I'm talking about Kate Passage. Brutal submission in the first round against one of the top girls in Combate. A new black belt as well. I saw that this week.
Yeah,
How excited were you for her when she got that finish just a couple of weeks ago?
yeah, we were happy because Maritza is the star of Combate, and of course I think Combate was pretty 100%. They were sure that Maritza would win the fight, and yeah, I think she dropped her. It was not really a knockdown, but she dropped her in the first second. So she was really confident. She was rushing in the ground and pound. And the problem is Kate is really really good on her back on grappling. She has a good jiu-jitsu, and especially on her back. Sometimes she pull guard just to work on her back, something that we don't do in MMA, but it works for her. And yeah, she spent a lot of time with the knee between her legs, and the other girl was just not defending. I don't know what she was doing, but she didn't know what was happening at this when she has the legs like that. And yeah, she got the win, and I think Combate was a bit upset because because that was not what they was expecting from this fight. And yeah, now she got the black belt. She's the first female fighter in this gym to have a black belt, so we're really proud of her.
Of course. I got a bit of a quick fire segment here, so I'm going to throw some quick fire questions at you. Favorite food?
What?
I'm going to throw you some quick fire questions. What's your favorite food?
um Maybe tacos.
Favorite drink?
Co- Coke Zero.
Favorite, or what's your go-to breakfast?
Breakfast, I do pancake with oat flour. Yeah.
Favorite movie?
Um, it's so hard. Uh, I don't know the title in English. In Portuguese, in Brazilian, it's A Cidade de Deus. I don't know the name in English.
Yeah, yeah, I can't help you with that one, unfortunately. Yeah. Favorite TV show?
uh, Favorite TV show. Like you mean a series?
Yeah, whatever you want.
Breaking Bad.
Favorite musician?
Like Lauren Hill.
Favorite sport other than MMA?
Ah, gymnastic.
Favorite fight? So, what's your favorite of your own fights? And then a favorite fight to watch as well.
One of my favorite fights, I would say Rena, my first rising fight, and a fight that I like to watch is TG Dillashaw versus Cody Garbrandt, the second fight.
Favorite fighter?
Um, I don't have a favorite fighter, but I like all these guys. TG Dillashaw, I like Dominic Cruz, Demetrius Johnson.
A lot of the lighter guys.
Yeah. Always light, light guys.
Yeah, I was trying to remember. We got the TJ Cody poster behind me here, but that's the first fight, not the second
Oh
fight.
yeah, I didn't see it. Yeah, yeah, cool.
Yeah, that's the first fight, not the second fight.
I'm gonna say Brad
I believe
Pickett.
so.
It's gonna be jealous otherwise.
um, a favorite submission to practice.
ah, and Kimura and Dogba.
Funniest person you've met in MMA.
Brad,
I
Brad
knew that was
Pickett.
coming. I knew that was coming.
Of course, so easy.
Yeah, I filmed at GB Top Team like a couple years ago, and yeah, I mean, I could just see in like that one day I spent, or that one morning I spent at GB Top Team filming. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
I could see what Brad was like.
he's always he's like a kid. Actually.
Yeah, we always see him pulling the shorts down.
Yeah, always, every time, every day.
Yeah, I forgot whose shorts he got when I was there. I know Paul Daly was at the gym that day, and he was like terrified of Brad getting him.
He does on everyone.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, he's gonna get everyone at some point.
Yeah.
Best piece of advice you've been given.
Um, Someone told me that it's always better to be so it's hard for me to translate in English, but to be the worst fighter in one of the best gym in the world, that to be the best fighter in a shitty gym. Like that pushed me to go in the big gym, like in Las Vegas, Extreme Couture, or here in London, and to push myself, even if every day I got smashed in training. Every day it's hard training. Sometimes I come home and when I start MMA, I was crying because it's so hard. But at least I'm training with one of the best in Europe, one of the best in the world, and that's how I'm gonna improve. Unless when I was training in France, I was in a not a good gym, and maybe I was one of the best, but I was not improving enough. So yeah, that's a good advice they gave me, and that's what pushed me to go in the big gym like GB Top Team. Yeah,
Yeah, that's perfect. That makes a lot of sense, right?
yeah.
Yeah. I want to thank you for taking the time today, Claire. If you're watching this, make sure you check out her Invicta debut, April 4th, Invicta 61, CBS Sports in the US, so a huge platform. Over here, YouTube is where you can watch the fight. Just finally, Claire, give us the hard sell. When yourself, Taynara Silva, step into the cage, what can the people expect?
What can we expect for
What
the
can the
next fight?
fans expect? Yeah, what can the fans expect from this fight?
Oh, a great fight, of course, every time. I mean, my mindset. It's no boring fight. Yeah, I don't like to play for the scoring, uh, unanimous decision. I don't care about that. I want to get the finish. So yeah, I'm always going for a great fight. Put a lot of my heart in the fight, and yeah, I think it's a good. It's always a great 5, 10, 15 minutes to watch.
Perfect. I want to thank you for taking the time today, Claire.
Thank you.
Very excited to see you make that first walk into the Invicta cage next week. Best of luck.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Bye.